Well, very good late afternoon, early evening from Glenquaich, and I'm purposely here because, as everyone knows, well, at least they should know, it's a magical eclipse of a solar eclipse. So I thought I'd come to Glenquaich. There's nowhere better than to feel the atmosphere. Although I have to say, all day long, the birds and the animals, they're all aware of something happening in the heavens. You can just tell they just seem to know something that's not quite the same. Even the cat went away home early today. And the birds, there's very few birds floating around at the moment. I don't know what the story is, but I've never seen such a period where there's been no birds apart from the magpies and a couple of crows in my neighbourhood. Of course, they might not want to come to my garden any longer because the cat's got a habit of, jumping and eating everything. She even ate a peacock butterfly today, which I couldn't believe it. So I tried to save the butterfly, but it's too late. Anything that moves with that cat, it just goes for it. She's actually quite skillful. I've noticed her with flies. A couple of swipes and she's got the fly on the floor, and she eats the fly. It's perhaps one of these things that's instinctive. I'm not sure, but and we'll just sit and we'll probably roll a cigarette as usual. I will just sit and wait for the atmosphere to slowly dim, like a dimmer switch in your living room. Rather pointless having a dimmer switch in your living room. You either put the light on or you put it off. The point of being in between. That's what side lights are for. I've said before in this channel, I can't stand big lights. The big light in the centre of the room is, I've just got horrid memories of it. If you're playing Monopoly or something at home, the family time, it's, the big light went on. I'll turn that off. Can you not just put some more side lights on? I'll light a couple of candles. No, I just stop complaining. Put the big light on. I hated it. I would like, I've talked about that lady at Craig Dew on Guido Road who had the fabulous lighting situation in the hallway and living room and stuff back in the early 1970s. But I would like to have a sort of a lighting system like they have in hotels, where it's adequate light, but not stuff that, like LED stuff that bloody kills your brain. You know, if you've got a modern house with all these LED lights and you've got a computer with this bloody screen flapping at you the whole time, and your mobile phone screen, even staring at your mobile phone screen for more than 5 minutes is probably more damaging than staring directly at the eclipse. In fact, when we were in primary school, don't look directly at the sun. That's what everyone keeps saying. Well, that's what I was talking about. When we were at school, in primary school, we were handed Quality Street. We had to share the name was Quality Street, made for sharing, but children got sweeties, and we had to keep the wrappers. I don't know if they've got the same wrappers in that chocolate. Well, the chocolate's shite now, isn't it? Quality Street. If you got Quality Street from somebody at Christmas, I'll just keep it. I'm sorry, I don't want that muck. No, you could take it away with you. But when Roundtree's made it originally, was it Macintosh? Well, Roundtree Macintosh, yes. Quality Street, great big bloody box of stuff. And That's one thing that my gran always had at Christmas, was a bloody great big urn of those quality streets, so that everyone that came into the house to visit, get yourself a sweet. In fact, when she was making a cup of tea, she said, "Do you want sugar, Andrew?" No, I'm not going to have any sugar. I'll have some sugar, and we'll put one in then. I'll have two. I'll give you two, Andrew. Do you want three? I said, no, I'm happy with that. I've not understood that, and I'm quite sure it's something to do with the rationing of sugar during the wartime. And once the rationing had ended in the 1950s, there was a glut of things that people weren't used to, and so they're quite happy to, use as much as possible of it, like sugar and butter. Although I do know a family where the man and wife constantly swapped the butter into the margarine tub, and vice versa. They'd sneak out the margarine and stick it in the butter wrapper, because one liked butter and one liked margarine, but they kept on deceiving each other which one, which they had. But that's a true story. But I'm saying about the quality street wrappers at primary school for the early eclipses. We took the sweetie wrapper, and that was our eye protection. So people say, well, you need Eclipse glasses. Well, you pay for them if you want. I'll just get a quality street wrapper and stick that over my eyes. The yellowy golden ones was best, or the orange ones, even the purple. Yes, the yellow ones was pretty good because they always had toffee in them, or pretty decent chocolate. I think the green ones was quite not so good. If you went to someone's house, you want some quality, would you like a quality street? Oh yes, thank you. And you put your hand into the big bloody tub or tin, and all you see was green ones, green wrappered ones. Is there any yellow at all? Just what's there. I tell you what, I'm going to pass, and I'll not bother actually. And are we having a cigarette before the magic in the skies occurs? Jam Met Office, long-range forecast, Wednesday and Thursday, 27 degrees, blue skies and full sunshine. Unbroken sunshine. Look at it. So many people would probably organise something special, camping trip, or even away jet skiing or something like that in the loch. It'll be a great day on Thursday. It's to be 27 degrees, unbroken sunshine. It's pissing the rain. Yeah, I've given up that. I've told you before, I don't follow it at all. Met Office stuff, I just ignore it completely now. I can't stand the presenters of it. I mean, they're all right. No, that sounds a bit, definitely not so good. They're pleasant enough people, I suppose, in the real world, but the fact that they go to the work and lie. If I walked in a shop or something and somebody came in and says, would you recommend, say I walked in a baker's or something, do you recommend these? Oh yes, these are very good for you, yes. Oh well, I'll take 3 of them please. Come back the next day, they were bloody awful. Oh. Yes, I used to work at the Met Office. Right, so I might, just before I go for my cigarette thing, I might ask you to have a look at the camera for me and see if there's something odd about, if I'm wearing a turquoise ball gown or something like that, because I've been going to Aldi. I've been a couple of times in the last 10 days, Not for a shopping trip. I mean, literally going in and getting 3 items. There are chocolates and stuff like that. The chocolate bars and biscuits are considerably cheaper than you get in the bloody Co-op, and probably about half the price. So I thought, well, what's the point of spending money in the Co-op when I'm not going to run through to Perthshire? So I went to Aldi. But I've gone in twice, and the people like kind of stop and stare at me. I've seen them. They actually turn and like literally stare, just long enough to try and absorb who I am and stuff. They're staring at me, and then they turn away, then they look back again. It's really odd. So I'm starting to think I'm perhaps wearing a ball gown. I don't know about it. Could you check it out for me and see, please? Let me know in the comments if you can see me in a ball gown. Shall we put it this way, Eddie? Yeah, I'm going to ask, next time this bloody stare a little intently the way they do, I'm going to start just, are you looking at me, are you looking through me, or is there something behind me that takes your interest? What the hell are you all staring at? Somebody says to me there that you are VIP. All right, okay, yes, well that's, can I have your autograph? No, no, I can't be bothered. Well, I'll type it for you. Does that help you? Okay, so here's the Eclipse coming. No, Andy, I think that's the top of your bottle of water. You fool. Oh, all right. But I suppose that's, excuse me. I suppose that if you were allowed to upload your footage of the eclipse for others to see, well, I would do. Yeah. Oh, it's a perfect place, Eddie, isn't it? Just to sit and wait. Yes, I never get fed up here, you know that. I always, I enjoy it. I enjoy every season up here, you know. I think his lordship will be coming back soon. He always come back in August. Yes, the shutters have been removed from the windows, internal shutters. So he must be coming up this week. He's probably going out for a shoot. Perhaps he'll be at the Crieff Island gathering. Bit of a gathering here, Andy, with all these bloody flies. Look at this on top of my car. Yes, these are super-sized midges. I wonder if they speak to each other. I wonder if they know each other by name or something, you know. How are you getting on? Haven't seen you for a couple of weeks. Where have you been? Oh, just over there. Yes, oh Christ, there's thousands of them all around, Annie.
Fiona in komische Morrison, ach, bij kutje gedaan, die is me hier horen.
Oh well.
Fiona is het wel, I guess. Wat is het oren natuurlijk?
What happens if you take a unlucky camping spot? Alright, we'll switch off for now. Oh, it's looking starting to get a bit dim in the sky, Annie. Yes, we'll soon be in twilight. You best watch your footage, you'll have none left for the finale. Oh, it's definitely happening, I can feel it. Yes. Oh yes, Andy, it's starting to dim down a little bit now. I wonder if the owls come out early because of it. It'd be interesting to see if the owls... I've seen a lot of short-eared owls in this vicinity over the last few months. In fact, not a night ago, just ran out of footage, but there's a wonderful sight of it. It came from over there. I don't know if it was sitting on the post, but it came flying round and disappeared that way. I've seen barn owls, I've seen short-eared owls, and I've seen many tawny owls. It's a real haven for them. They are encouraged here, actually. They're not persecuted. I wonder how many people are actually out standing like me, waiting for the bloody sun to get blotted out. I mean, if they come to Scotland just about any month of the year, you'll find that happens often. Big bloody clouds. You know, it's quite incredible, but I think I mentioned before that radio stations, they find it very difficult to play modern music because it's so shite. And they have to revert back. This track is over, it's about 44 years old, 45-year-old this track. And it's almost like if I was sitting at that point in history back in 1981, 82 time, Tony Basil, I think it was, oh Mickey, you guys like you, Mickey. But I mean, what I'm saying is that you wouldn't be sitting and listening to bloody wartime songs, you know, Vera Lynn and all the rest of it back in the early 1980s on the radio, would you? But they don't play modern stuff on the radio because it's crap. Johnny Cash, I mean, crikey. Well, there's nothing wrong with Johnny Cash, but that's what I'm saying. The era I've been brought up in, it's been absolutely fabulous for music. Up until about, well, it all started to change after the early 90s. It all started to go downhill fucking rapidly with that Oasis mob and Spice Girls and just a lot of shite manufactured bands. And it's never recovered. Never recovered. Yeah, so honestly, anyone living in oh, some of the songs in the 60s were alright, but you couldn't listen to 60s music all day long. You'd end up sort of having to bloody uncork a bottle of sherry or something, down it in a winner. But at least in the 70s, there's such a variety, and you know, I mean, the 70s was absolutely brilliant, and the 80s too. There was just so much music and so many types of music. And pop music was actually alright. Although I never spent any time in my life sitting bloody gawking at Top of the Pops. I think the last time I watched Top of the Pops was 1974 with Alvin Stardust. Golden Earring, Terry Jacks. Yeah, I don't. I remember people said to me in the sort of the late 70s, early 80s, you don't watch Top of the Pops? I said, no, I can't stand it. What's wrong with you, Andy? And I said, no, I just don't like it. I think it's pathetic. And I remember the radio. I thought we were here for the Eclipse, you fool. The radio time, Tuesdays was the chart day. I always remember, again, coming up from school at lunchtime, about 1973, and Slade were very big back in the early part of the 70s, and Squeeze Me, Please Me was the track, or Come On, Feel the Noise and stuff. But you went up and you were really eager to find out who was going to be number one. And that was always done at Tuesday lunchtime. And then they changed it to a Sunday. And I remember back in the late 70s and into the early 80s that I would be literally glued to the radio on a Sunday evening waiting for the number one to be announced. Well, it's getting a bit darker, Annie. It's 6 minutes to 7, sorry. There is cloud cover, but it's a shame they've lost all the clear skies for it. So, well, you can definitely feel the atmosphere's dimmed down a bit. That's definitely the case. Yeah, definitely, Andy. So it's 7 o'clock, and it is getting pretty dark out there. Neil Diamond to finish. That was one of my favourite songs at karaoke. I could sing that really well. Jamie, touching you, sweet Caroline. His Lordship is back because the lights are on, and it is getting very, very gloomy. I'll have to say the eclipse is definitely occurring, because it should be a lot brighter than this at 7 p.m. in August. You can't see it in the camera. I know that because the camera would automatic, it's got automatic lights. Well, what do you call it? Exposure, automatic exposure. So it will compensate for any darkness. But yeah, it's pity about the clouds though, eh? I think it could have held off for just one more night. And of course the meteor showers will be coming along the next couple of nights. The first of the season. Look how dark it is getting early. Yeah, there's definitely an eclipse happening. No doubt about it, sir. No doubt about it. There's a great big sparrowhawk sitting there a few moments ago. But from a spiritual aspect, it's very sad. I'm not kidding. It's the whole atmosphere feels really, really morbid. Actually, not at all exhilarating. It feels very, very morbid. The real sadness in the hearts. As the car's got the lights on, you see, it's not even, what do you call it, this time of night for getting your lights on. But it is, it's very atmospheric, I tell you that, Andy. It feels like you hear it after sundown. Sundown's a couple of hours away yet. So we're not going to see the moon cross the sun, unfortunately, from here, unless that cloud starts to move. But I didn't really think we'd get to see it anyway. But I take it from me, this it's not. It doesn't feel natural. It feels very, very sad. I think that's one of the first things God ever said, let there be light. In the book of Genesis. I'm going to run out of footage. I thought I might do, although I can delete something. I'm interested to see if any of the nighttime creatures start crawling about. You know, that's it'll be very interesting to see if they think it's why are we getting up so early to do our supper prowls. Look, there's no wind. Everything's fallen silent, and the rooks and the ravens have been heading to the nighttime sleeping quarters. It's absolutely silent, Annie. It's difficult to tell what the hell's going on, isn't it? Oh, I wish I had my Quality Street wrappers with me. I could stick them in my eyes. A yellow one, an orange one, yeah. Perfect. You might not believe that, it's true. Whether it's passing or not, I tell you what, the gloom of what I was feeling just a few moments ago is certainly lifted. 7 o'clock was terrible, but not so bad now. I've no idea if it's passed or not, Andy. You see, I'm not an astronomer. Although I did get a degree in astrophysics. Yeah. I presented that to the manager at the local co-op when I was wanting a job as a shelf filler. She said, can have a look at your CV. What's your educational qualifications? Well, they're all there. Oh goodness, you've got a degree in astrophysics. Yes, and also applied mechanics and physics. A first from Oxford. What do you want a job in filling shelves in the co-op for? No, just because I like I've got OCD and I like putting things in sort of order with the labels facing towards me. You know, so I think you're overqualified for the position. You're not getting the job. No, well. Oh, bang goes my minimum wage. I'm glad the eclipse was not on the 1st of April, eh? And they turned around in the second and said, oh, all these people all across Europe all standing bloody staring at the sky, and it's just a hoax, it's just an April Fool. Yeah, well, there's no point in standing staring up there, and it's not happening for us really, not in its entirety. I want to see the glinting diamond of the sun's rays peeking out with the corona from behind the darkened moon. It's gotten brighter though, it certainly has, much brighter. Although I dare say that's because the clouds have parted a wee bit from the sunshine up there. Yeah, I'm going to say this is a bit of a damp squid, Andy. It's not happening, not the realisation you wanted, a sort of total eclipse in Glenquaich. Yeah, be patient, will you? Anyway, I think the eclipse has passed because everything looks a bit brighter than it was a little while ago, unless your eyes have just been adjusted to the strange light. But I think it's passed. And unluckily for lots of people in this part of the world, there's a great big bank of clouds sat right in front of the sun during the whole time. Yeah, it feels like it's over. It feels different as it was just 20 minutes ago. Alright, I shall not bore you anymore. I think we'll leave it at that, Andy. Because it's not much viewing for your audience if it's just staring at a grey sky through the screen. We did experience it, Andy. I've done a quick search. The August the 12th, 26th solar eclipse begins at roughly 6 o'clock. I was here at 6 to 6:20 p.m. I was here. It reaches the peak around 7 p.m. To 7:15 p.m. and that ties in exactly what I said about the difference between 7 o'clock and 7:15 when I looked at my watch about 10 minutes ago. And the light just changed completely. It ends between 8 o'clock and 8:15 across the UK and Western Europe. So that's that. That's it done, Andy. We were here for it. And we can't help the fact that the cloud cover was happening at the same time. So we've done it, Andy. We've been here during the full eclipse. And we got that sensation of the sadness which was occurring at the time of the totality of the eclipse. It was absolutely, as I said, from a spiritual aspect, it was really quite, well, it was something else. I'm lost for words. I really felt it. It was actually quite sad. That's what I found. It was very sad until it passed over, and then by 7:15 it all felt better. So we better thank God for the eclipse. We better thank that we were able to experience it the first time since 1999, eh?
You pick the time and the place. Don't know how much this hurts. I gave it my heart to break.